Hello, good morning again. Hello. Today is our second video. We will today be talking about first principle. Second video. We'll be talking about the first principle of differentiation. First principle of differentiation. We are still, again, this should have came before the power rule. Yeah, please do note that this should have become before the power rule. So by this we are simply finding the differential. We are simply finding the differential of the function by dy dx, in which, now, if you remember very well, we said that dy dx is found by let me find a different marker here. We said that, remember we said m is found by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now what is happening is that this will be our y2. Just trying to explain where it's coming from. This will be our y2. The f of x plus h will be our y2, and then this f of x will be our y1, and then h will be the difference between the x value, the bigger x value, and the smaller x value, which is x2 minus x1. So simply what is saying that we are using the concept of limits. The concept of limits says that if h is going towards 0, or it's becoming very, very small, such that it is close to 0, it means h will be a very small number which will be almost negligible. Then now the difference between f of x plus h minus f of x is going to be very, very minute as well, and then that is going to simply give us the slope. I guess maybe it makes sense. Now going on examples using the first principle, remember the formula. It says that f prime, we say that f prime of x equals to the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So that is what we're going to do or use to simplify. So now f prime of x is equals to the limit as h goes to 0. I don't know if you see, this color is not good. Wait, this color is not so good. Okay, yes. The limit will be that as that goes to 0, of f of x plus h. F of x plus h, you simply take x as is. And then add h to it. Or maybe, let's do this. Okay, no. Then minus f of x, of which f of x will simply be x, and then all over h, and then remove the brackets. Remember we were simply looking for let me rub this old one. Where is this one? Let me rub it so I can write a few things there. Yeah, so remember that we are looking for f of x plus h. What is f of x plus h? It's simply x. X again, f of x. Then we are simply putting h on it, and then f of x, and again f of x is gonna be x. Then you take them and then just substitute there by subtraction. And then now what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do here is simplify and remove the brackets. So we're gonna have the limit as h goes to 0 of x plus h minus x over h. Then x minus x, the x's will just cancel out. I guess we are together on that math. So now we are simply going to have the limit. The limit as h goes to 0 of h over h. So that equal sign shouldn't be there. The equal sign should not be there. So it's gonna be h over h, which is simply the limit as h goes to 0 of 1. The limit of 1 as h goes to 0, which simply implies that our answer will be a 1, because at the end of the day we have to plug this 0 of h in wherever we see h at the end of a working. We need to replace whatsoever letter h that we'll be having then with the number 0, because we are saying h is going to 0. Yeah. So now our answer is just going to be a 1. I hope we are good. Moving to the next example. This is very, very small space. Let me try to enlarge so I can have enough space to write one. So first we're going to write f of x plus h, f of x plus h, f of x plus h, f of x plus h. Okay, f of x plus h. F of x plus h is simply going to be 3x plus h plus 5. Simplify into 3x plus 3h plus 5. Now back to our f prime. Our f prime is simply going to be limit as h go to 0 of 3x plus 3h plus 5 minus open bracket 3x plus 5. I'm opening the bracket so we can account for the signs. A all over h. So then simplifying, we are going to remove the minus, distribute the minus. So we're going to have that limit as h goes to 0 of 3x plus 3h plus 5 minus 3x plus 5 all over h. Then we are simply going to do simple math. We are simply going to cancel that which cancels out. Okay, so lim as h goes to 0 of, what are we left with? This 3x, let me cancel with a different marker. Whatever you guys can cancel with, maybe a pencil or something like that, or something which will really do you well. This one will go with this one. So this sign is wrong. See, this negative, we have to distribute it towards that side as well. Like, so then this should be a negative. So what are this 5 will cancel that 5, and then what are we left with? 3h. So then now on our question, we're simply going to have 3h over h. We're going to have 3h over h. 3h over h. Simplifying, h will cancel h. H here 1, h here 1. Therefore it's going to be the lim as h goes to 0 of 3, which means our answer will be 3. And we know from the concept of gradient that for a linear equation that will just be the slope. So I think it's clear. This is going to be our answer. Moving on to the next one. Yeah, x squared. X squared. Yeah, we are looking for f of x plus h. Whatever is gonna be x plus h squared. I hope you all know how to square. It's gonna be x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus h squared, of which now our f prime of x is going to be limit as h goes to 0 of x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus x squared all over h. Simplifying, so here there is no need to distribute because it's just 1. So probably this x squared will go with this x squared. Therefore, what are we left with? 2x plus h. It's not 2x plus h per se. We are left with limit as h goes to 0 of 2hx plus h squared over h. Factor out h from above, then we're going to have limit as h goes to 0 of h times 2x plus h from h squared.